Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Well, we don't even have a countdown to hide us as we blame our team members for
Oh,
things that they
okay.
didn't do.
Remind me as soon as this is over to add the countdown back because we have to be able to blame somebody. It's just, hey, everybody. We're 30 minutes late / on time. We're technically on time. We just scheduled it wrong, or
No, we're 30
someone
minutes
scheduled it.
early.
Yeah.
We're 30
Yeah.
minutes early
Yeah.
because
Of
that's how we
course we
roll.
are. Of course we are. Of course we are. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a a very interesting week, a most auspicious week, even. Because 1 week from today, um, we are releasing to the wide world Dabble 3.0. And this is a most auspicious week, I said, because we're teasing out, with their new videos releasing every day where we talk about what to expect in that. And so Abby and I were talking about this fireside chat the other day. And I said, why don't we do a kind of a sneak peek of our own and talk about what our favorite Dabble 3.0 feature. We're in no way going to cover all of the great things about Dabble 3. That's what the sneak peek week is for. We're just here to talk about what we're loving about it and to get you hyped for the things that we're loving about it. Did I cover all that?
Pretty much. That's
Yeah.
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Whew. One
Just like
mind,
that.
people. One mind. Yeah. So, hold on one second.
So we're gonna share our favorite features, and I'm like, which one of us is gonna share first? Because when I share my screen, y'all are gonna be like, wait, what? What is that even? Because first of all, what color you got today, Hank? What color are you rocking? Because I'm still rocking my pink.
Well, it depends on which project I'm in. I am.
Let's show them.
I am.
Like, let's just start by showing them.
Okay. Let's hold on one second. I'm gonna change I'm gonna change from what it's actually on right now, but I have a reason. Let's see. Let me share my screen. Doop doop doo. Share screen. Do do do. Here is a book that I am currently working on, and it's called Nowhere to Be. Tentative title. Don't know. Could change. But this is the dark sepia tone or sepia. You're the art school graduate. Is it sepia or sepia?
I say sepia.
Okay, I did too. But other people who have been known to say lilac say sepia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a Canadian thing.
Yeah, I think so too. But while this doesn't look overly sepia right now, if I go up here and I change this to the light mode, boom, there is the sepia mode. And
we have to tell them how this started, though.
Because
this is meant for people who have, like me, suffer from migraines or headaches or eye strain. Like, this was supposed to be a little bit easier on the eyes. I don't know about you guys now. Hank, you're not like this, but I can't stand dark mode. And I know that's supposed to, I think, be easier on your eyes because it's not so much white. But I feel like I'm in a sci-fi novel when I write in dark mode. And I don't know why. I'm like, what am I, in the middle of space? Why is everything black? I don't want this. And so I like bright, fun. I mean, look around me, So I never wrote in dark mode. And I loved this. And we all were like, no one's going to like this. And then every single one of us who tried it kept.
I kind of dig it.
I know, me too. And then that opens the door.
Well, let's give just a smidgen of backstory. Okay. Ryan, who is our lead developer right now, he's been with us a year and a half now. Does that sound right? Gosh, that seems.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
He's from jolly old England, and he's such a great sport about you would think with us being under the gun to land this major release of Dabble that he would be like, no new features. We have to draw a line somewhere. So he has was it Ryan who had the idea for the sepia theme? Is that
No, someone wrote into support and
that's what it
asked
was.
for it.
That's what it
We
was. Yeah,
listen to what you guys say, by the way.
100%. 100%. And so Ryan kind of someone said that we got the support ticket like a day or two later. Don't quote me on that, but it was very soon. Ryan was like, "Hey guys, look what I did!" Like in my spare time because I didn't have anything else that I should do, so I just created a sepia theme, and we were like, "Oh wow, that's amazing!" And then the conversation goes, "Well, if we can do this, what about other color themes?" And it snowballed from there. So I actually have
Suddenly it
two.
was the rainbow. Taste the
Yes,
rainbow. We're like a bag of Skittles now.
just like an entire bag of Skittles. So I have two books that I'm working on right now. One is a literary fiction novel. This one, Nowhere to Be, which is uh, kind of a man reflecting on a summer of his life, 1985. He's 14 years old. He's not old enough to have a driver's license yet, so not old enough to have a job, but not a kid anymore either. He's at that awkward in between stage where almost an adult, or at least he feels like it, not old enough to be recognized by anybody, and just feral kids in the 80s. And so I had this great idea, and so I'm going to write this, and I picked the sepia theme because that felt more literary to me, and I say it felt like it because it's completely a feeling thing. It was
Mhm.
it was just how it made me feel. And it's been a wonderful experience writing this in the sepia theme. But I also have uh a
And look at all those books, Hank.
I know, I
You got
know.
so many
Uh
dang books.
I also have this fantasy book called Where the Gods Came Down. And I have been using, I come in here and I go to the lilac thing in dark mode, and this feels like epic fantasy to me. And so I set uh, my projects to look differently. And Jacob said it best the other day when I kind of showed everybody what I was doing in our meeting. And he said, that's a fun brain hack to get you to switch gears. Okay, this dark theme with this, purple-ish color just feels like fantasy to me. And when I sit down and I see this, I'm in that mode. And it takes me less time to get the gears switched and reconnect with these characters and jump back into it. And then when I go back to the other one, the more literary, I switch it back to sepia mode, and it just shifts that gear in my brain and I'm right back over there.
Dude, but am I remembering this right or wrong?
Okay.
In that I believe, and I haven't messed with this just yet, can you not go down to your project settings in the lower left and set the theme per project now so
I
that when you
override theme for
I
this
think there's
project. Yes, you can. And I have just not that. See, there are still features that we are still unraveling as we go. And to me, it's just I just go up and I just click it and there. But yes, you can. And then so if I do that and then go
that
back,
way, as Rob says, dark fantasy can equal grape.
yes,
And then
absolutely. Absolutely it can. Yes.
and there
So
you go. And your
if we go to
literary
appearance
novel can
and
be marked
override.
sepia.
Yep. Also, this
Mhm.
colorblind friendly is a new tick box that was just added last week, and I won't tell anyone about my personal offense attached to this. That's not what we're here to talk about today, but that is a thing. It makes some of the contrast better between colors that easily get mixed up for people who struggle with certain ocular, I don't want to say deficiencies. It's not it's just ocular otherness. Can we say it like that? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
why
just,
not?
so now that I've set that, if I go back to uh where where was I?
Right there.
Boom,
There
still
you go.
purple, purple
Boom.
and sepia. Boom. Don't even have to switch gears. It just does it for you automatically.
The thing that really cracks me up is we have so many amazing new features, but this has been the one thing that we are all tickled to death with.
Yes. Yes. Yeah,
It's just
the things that they have spent months and months recoding, and we're like, oh, that's cool. And then
like
it
purple.
yeah, he makes color profiles, and everybody goes, ah. So, but let's just while we're here, let's show everybody what the options are. You got the default, which is like the Dabble default.
Oh, because
And
you overrode the
oh, because
project.
I overwrote it. Hold on.
Mhm.
Let me.
Just go to a different one.
Yeah. So but you've got the Dabble default, um, and that is just the white
Classic.
paper with
Mhm.
the kind of light grayish sidebars and the background color. So just to what you're used to in Dabble. And then from that, you can select dark mode. This is a little better dark mode. I think you noticed that before I did,
Mhm.
Abby. The contrast is a little better between the main page, if you will, and the sidebars, the backgrounds. It's a little better contrast. The goals, new colors, and all of that. Really beautiful facelift on all of that. Um, and then from there, you have let me change it back to light mode because you can see the difference better. You've got the sepia, which we looked at already. And then you've got olive, and olive is interesting. You've got the olive green highlights everywhere. The background is has a little more green tint. And I'm looking my two monitors, the color is drastically different. It's more green. Looks like it's more green for you than on my monitor. Anyway, um, that's neither here nor there. Uh, the um, the plot grid is okay. I don't have a plot grid made out for this one. Um, so then you got
My
blush,
favorite.
which is what would is this a flavor of pink? What would you call that, Abby?
Bubble gum. If you're gonna,
Bubblegum is a
why
good
not?
one.
Bubble
Yeah.
gum.
So
We're on a
and with each of them, your page color slightly changes. I think it's like the opacity is just really low on that, but then your background and your accent colors are really where it pops. Um, let's see. That was blush, lilac, my favorite. Purple is my favorite color, and don't come at me. It
I'm
just
not
is. Um,
expect that.
yeah. So and the accent colors with the background colors just
I
uh
know Rob called it grape. I want to call it new grape. Remember that soda? Oh my
oh
god, that was the
yes. Yeah.
best.
And then azure, or what did our Canadian friend azure,
So
whatever.
fancy.
So fancy. So
Blueberry, if we're sticking
yeah.
with foods.
Yeah, blueberry.
Blue
So
raspberry.
yeah, that's our colors, and then each of your colors has a corresponding dark mode, and that dark mode is a darkened flavor of that color, and then your accent colors are still governed by that thing. So, but I'm going to change this back to the sepia light mode and override for this. So yeah, what about you, Abby? What are you? I mean, other than this feature, and I kind of stole it. Um, what is uh what's tickling your writer brain in Dabble 3?
Okay, so when we sat through the demo the other
Yeah.
day, so last week we had a demo with a bunch of our affiliates. Let
Hmm.
me see if I can share my screen. And I haven't I haven't played too much with this just yet, only because I am in the middle. Oh,
Yeah.
it says my browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen to see if this
Ooh.
continues. You might have to do all the driving, Hank.
Okay.
Here we
Well,
go. Hold on. Share. There we go. Oh, it did it. It did it. Okay. Um, so I have to say that
boo
because
boo
I am
bunny.
in the middle of a draft right now, so I
Yeah.
haven't had a chance to play with this too much. But so we have this new ideas notebook, right? And I messed with it a little bit the other day. But instead of going to your notes app, where I don't know if you guys are like me, but on my notes app on my phone, I have like a million bazillion ideas. Um, this one apparently, this ideas notebook came about because a lot of people, all right, like me.
Can I just say your top row there, your hat tip to Philip K. Dick is that do androids make good wingmen?
Yeah, do you know? Oh, that one's half written.
I love it. I love it.
That's my YA sci-fi rom-com.
Love it.
But so you guys might be like me. You see these two right here? I mean, there's literally nothing in this but the
Oh yeah.
freaking title.
Oh yeah.
Because
But you is it one of these where like you wake up in the middle of the night and you have a title and you're like, oh, I know the book that's going to go with this and I have to record it before I lose it? Yeah.
yeah, and then
Same.
so I just made a blank project. Well, apparently that's what brought this about was there were so many people who would open up a blank project and just dump like the title or the character or like the one idea they had, or maybe they had a couple of ideas, but they would dump it in there and use it as like a glorified notes app, right? So now what they have, and I did kind of a sample where I took one of my ideas that was a little more fleshed out in my notes app.
Yeah.
Um, and I dumped it in here. But now you can make this. But the part that's really cool is right here where it says convert to project. Now I've already clicked
It's it out to a
it. Yeah, it takes it and makes it its own book. So I've already, like I said, I've already clicked that. And I think I already erased it too because this is where I started writing it. Yeah, it's the book was already finished essentially, but I used the idea behind it to put in the idea notebook to try it out. But like just so I can show you guys, you can have an idea, you can have a folder for ideas. You can even just see an image. So I'm just going to say a new idea and come here and we'll just call this, like test run just so you can see. But what happens is you just, enter all the info in your head right here, and you can put all sorts of stuff in. Like you can add an image if you want to insert an image. You can, put all your characters, whatever in here and build it out. And when you get it to the point where you're ready to start actually giving it a go, you click convert to project and it takes you to the create a project screen. So you can just go ahead and put your title in. So I'll put that in, subtitle if you have it, your author. So you can pick all of these different covers. Did they say there's like 20 covers you can choose from?
something like that. Yeah.
Can you see this on my screen? Because I know sometimes the pop-up screens don't always show.
We can see it.
But you click the one you want. And then because we're like so into these covers now, like this is actually one of my favorite combinations is that or that, right? But so you click your, cover. Oh, you can also upload a cover if you've made a cover, if you have a dummy cover, if you have an illustrator make your cover, you can now set your cover image so you can drag and drop it in. But you save, you open it, and here's the great thing is that note that you've done is down here in the notebook. So now you can start writing chapter 1 and you don't even have to copy your notes over. Your notes are right there, which I think is stinking brilliant.
And Yes, and you 100% should be using your notes. I interviewed someone one time, and I'm struggling to remember who it was, and I think that I was so offended by this comment that I flushed it out of my mind. I didn't even want to remember who told it to me, but they said, "Oh, I never write down ideas because if it's a great idea, it'll be there tomorrow." Like a psychopath. Like, I do good to remember why I went to the grocery store between my house and a mile and a half away from the grocery store. Like,
I
don't
leave
trust
the room
me.
and I
Yeah,
don't know why I left the room.
yes, don't trust me. Like, God could drop an idea in my brain, and he could not trust me to remember it tomorrow. Like, use your notes in your Dabble, people. Don't so many great ideas, so many great books have been lost because someone said, "Oh, if it's a great idea, it'll be there tomorrow." Use your notes. Oh, I also noticed on your front page there that you are using collections. Did
Oh,
do
I
you have a
am.
collection for your YA novels?
Yeah. Do you
I,
want me to show that?
yes, because I had been thinking that I really need to do that to
Oh, wait.
sort my projects.
That's
Oh,
you. Let
that's
me do
me.
mine. Okay. Let me go back to mine.
'Cause
Yes.
I
I
really need to sort mine.
I sorted this. So I have my YA books are here.
Yeah.
My middle grade is all right here. And by the way, this is what it looks like when you actually upload a true cover.
Yeah.
So that's the cover of my Stu the Duck book, Harriet Marlowe, Little Trouble Goes a Long Way. So those have actual covers, but all my middle grade books are here. And this is
Love it.
just where I have my random, where I've just duplicated things
Love
and
it.
put it down here. And then, oh, down at the bottom is also, I'm probably making everybody sick, shared with me. So any book that is shared with me is here. So,
Fun.
Hank, did you make me a co author as a test on
I
this one?
I think I an editor maybe? What
Okay, that's why it shows up.
I think that's why. Yeah, I think I sent you the first chapter. I was playing with those features the other day.
Oh, what about this part? So I have
Yes.
45 projects loaded up, apparently. A lot of that is just duplicated nonsense because we've been messing with this. But as far as words written, I'm not quite at 1,000,000 words yet. Hank, you're way over 1,000,000. Are you not?
I'm at 5,240,570 and 103 projects.
Something about this though is so motivating. It
I
makes me
love
feel
it.
so
I
accomplished.
know. I love looking up there and thinking, man, I'm an actual writer. Look at me. Look at me. And you know that this is one of the subtle things. And I was just kind of noticing it when you were showing how you take something from the notes and
Mhm.
go to a project. And I actually popped up Dabble 2.5 over here so that I could test my theory. Like, I know why is my video freezing? Hello. Hello. Can you
We can
see
hear
me?
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Share your screen.
Um,
There you go.
let's see. Let me pull up Dabble 2.5.
Yeah, you can't go back to it is the sad thing. I'm like,
Y-
old Devil
Yeah,
looks old.
it does. And there's so many. Let's see. Let me share this screen because I think it's worth um showing this. It's a subtle. I mean, it's not subtle, but it's a subtle change in mindset, I think is what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
Um, and I'll show you what I'm getting at as soon as my computer stops lagging and locking up. Okay, here's Dabble 2.5. So if we start a new project, and I just did this one a minute ago as I was testing, so let me trash that. If we create a new project, we immediately go to the title page and we get right into writing, which is what you're supposed to do in Dabble. That's we get right into the writing because crafting the words is what we're about, right? Um, and Dabble 3 keeps that focus on process, but what I really appreciate is the subtle difference. Let me change that and let me share Dabble 3 again. Come on, computer, what are you doing? All right, share screen. I'm sorry, my computer's being slow, guys. Okay.
It's the weather. Like, we're having a storm. Are you guys getting a storm?
No, we're having sunshine right now, but it's kind of, well, it's cloudy. Okay, so now when you click create a project, you're prompted to name the project. So and then name the book. So for instance, if you're writing a series and you have a title for the series, so like
Are you trying to come up with one?
Adventures of Hank and Abby.
That'd be such a good book.
That would be. And then the title of book 1 is
Hank and Abby get arrested for the first time.
Thick as Thieves.
Okay.
Subtitle, a memoir. So, and then you can pick this temporary, cover for that. And, I'm going to pick lilac and I'm going to, but what the subtle difference is that it makes you think in terms of this is a book that I'm writing, as opposed to just going to the first page of your word processor.
Yeah, there's a little piece about it that makes it feel just a tiny bit more real than an idea.
Does. It feels like I'm writing a book, not I'm opening my word processor. It's subtle. It's so subtle, and it didn't really dawn on me until I was watching you, and I was like, she's setting up a book, not a writing project, and that's different in my mind, at least.
So the other thing that we're not really talking about here, I'm not to spoil Doug's favorite thing to like fan and unfan his books, but we're trying to encourage people, if you're writing a series, you're going to want to put all of your books in the same project, because you can share your notes, you can share your characters, you can share your world building, you can share your plot grids, you can actually connect and unconnect characters specifically to certain books if you want. But when you start adding more than one book into a project, you can go back to that home screen and you could see some of our books were grouped together and some were not. Some were singletons. So you can fan and unfan the books in a series. So we'll let you finish setting this.
I'm just kind of walking through the while you're talking, I'm walking through the project goals, just so if someone has not seen the beginning of a book in Dabble 3, I just said I'm going to set a goal of 90,000 words and a deadline of September 15th. Perfect. And I'm going to take Sundays off and might as well take Saturdays off as well. And then my daily goal, if I want to do 1,700 words a day, that's going to prompt me each day that, it tells me I have 71 days left. And, as I start writing, it's going to build this chart. Kind of, if anyone remembers NaNoWriMo back in the day, when you would set up your goals on the NaNoWriMo site, and it would have that chart that tracked your progress. It feels very similar to that. And I know they didn't invent it. That's just what, in my mind, that's what it reminds me of. So, if you're familiar with that, you'll get some of that familiarity.
So back up and show them how to fan the books. I say, if my mom likes you, when she serves a meal that includes strawberries, she will fan your strawberries. That's a joke in our family. if Ella Lamb likes you, she will fan your strawberries.
I love it.
Show how it works.
This is everything stacked up. But then, if you're special, you fan those bad boys out, and my computer is lagging. This is not Dabble that's lagging. This is my PC. I need to reboot apparently. But this is a simple fluid motion, not delayed. And you see those series fan out, uh, and then there goes my computer lagging
Yeah,
again.
I was gonna say,
So
let me do it on mine.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. So we're gonna be like, whoop. Oh wait, I guess I need to put it on where I have some books. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Stu will fan for me. Let me make it to where you can. Here we go. Whoop.
Whoop.
Whoop. I guess it goes to a new line.
Yeah, you got too many books and makes
I
it.
got too many books, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, that's one of those. Some people may say, "Well, that's silly," but and I know that's Doug's favorite thing. Me, honestly, I couldn't care less, because I open up Dabble, I immediately jump into my project. I don't really spend a lot of time on the home screen.
Yeah.
Just me. But if it's one of those things that helps to motivate you and to give you that little attaboy that, because we all have those days where, does anyone care about what I do? I spend all this time writing this. Does anybody care? We all have those days. And sometimes just seeing them laid out and see, this is something I've accomplished. These are stories that I've told. And I know that they have connected with people, and it's just that little check inside you that just says, I have accomplished this. Let's keep going. And for me, it's one of those little subtle visual things, like having the different layout, the different theme in different projects that help me to shift gears. It's whatever the little motivation gets you going. We've tried to add those little things all throughout Dabble so that you can find the one that resonates with you and you can really dig into it.
So we haven't talked about some of the meatier features yet. We've kind of just like skimmed the surface of the fun stuff, useful stuff, but fun stuff. Okay, so I'll drive this one. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going to apologize ahead of time. And I am going to confess that I am the most basic of basic users most of the time, although some of these new features might sway me to use things a little more advanced than, say, I might normally have otherwise. And I've seen everyone talking about some of the editor and beta reader features that we have going on. And I thought maybe we should sort of show that. So,
yeah.
All right, let me switch over here. All right, so let's pretend, Hank, like you're going to work on my Androids Make Good Wingmen book with me, since you've already said you like that name and you knew what I was referencing, by the way, which just tickled me because not everybody knows the reference.
But it's what do never mind, go ahead.
Do androids
dream of electric sheep?
Yeah. So anyway, all right, so here we go. I've got this book. I want to share it with you. And I now have different ways that I can do that. So I can share it with you as a co-author if you were writing this book with me. I can share it with you as an editor. So now if I decide that I want to give my project to an editor, I no longer have to export it as Word or a Google Doc. I can share it with an editor who then creates a free Dabble account. And if they know how to use track changes or suggestions, like in Google Word or Google Docs, then they're off to the races. They can start doing track changes, leaving comments, etc., right there in the project so that you don't have to export. You couldn't import it back previously because the comments and things wouldn't follow the track changes. Once you exported your work out of Dabble, you were kind of stuck, right? Not anymore. So now you can have your editor work directly in your project with you. You can send it to a reviewer, or you can send it to someone to read. So beta readers, and by the way, you can get to this 2 different places. This is the other place you can do it. So beta readers can leave comments, right? But if you share this way and you say a reader, notice they can only view the project. So if you're sharing
Right.
what's considered an arc and you don't want someone making a bunch of comments, you just share it as a reader. All right.
Yes.
But if we go here, you can invite friends from your writing group. Now, here's the difference between these two, friends and beta readers. In both of these, they can just leave comments. That's all they can do. They cannot make changes to your work, but they can leave comments, which you will see. If you invite as friends, that's like if you're inviting 3 people from your writing group to look at your latest chapter, right? And you can just share a chapter too, by the way. You don't have to share the whole manuscript. You share it, they all see the comments that each other are making. If you invite a beta reader, they only see their own comments. And when they share it back to you, all of your beta readers' comments show up in your document. So they can't see each other's comments, but you can see those comments, which will help you in cases like if you're sharing chapter 1 out to a bunch of beta readers and 3 people come back with the same or a similar comment on the first page, they weren't influenced by each other's comments. You know that they independently came up with that, and that's probably something that you need to address.
Also prevents flame wars in the comments of your book, you know. What you don't want is your beta readers arguing with each other about why this is a great passage or not.
Yep. So I think I really appreciate that. And at first when they started talking about adding this part in, I was like, what? Like, I don't know that anybody's going to want it. But the more I've looked at it and thought about it and seen how they've put it together, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is really good. Because like Rosalinda says here, it's going to cut out a lot of unnecessary steps. And it keeps your ding dong project in the same place. You're not emailing a bunch of files back and forth to 4 or 5 different readers, and then those files come back, and then you're juggling. You're like, oh, which file had that comment that I'm looking for? Like, it just dumps it all back into one place so that you know exactly where everything is, and you can then take steps to move your manuscript forward.
Yes.
You messing around with something down there. You want to show the plot grid?
I was looking at. I'll do a really brief look at the plot grid because I'm still not a great plot grid user. I've said many times that the way I use the plot grid typically is to compare, to take my written first draft manuscript and sketch it out and then compare it with what my original plan was and how does it, what's the shape of my story after the fact. So I use the plot grid wrong, and I'm doing air quotes because there's no wrong way to use a plot grid. It's however you use it, but it's not typically what you would think. But this new plot grid design is so much fun and so easy to use that as I was thinking through my story, it was just super easy. So I kind of have 4 different threads for the most part through the book. We've got the watch. Then our main protagonist is named Tobin, and then his love interest is named Sela. And then there's the betrayal, which I won't spoil. And then the Concord is this this subversive group. And so I kind of had these threads. And so I created a column for each of them, and you can set different colors for them, which is awesome. You'll notice this theme running through Dabble now that everything is color coordinated. It's the ability to visually separate things and to give them their own identity. is permeated all the way through the software. But when you do that, you get this nice color label and then this through line that matches that color. And as always, you can take plot cards and you can move them from, scene to scene, chapter to chapter. You can grab the arc or the plot line and move it around. Used to, you had to come down here and move the
In the
what
nav.
in the nav. You had to move them here and that would rearrange them. Now you can just grab it and rearrange it, which honestly is a great addition because people intuitively always tried to do that and couldn't, and they couldn't figure out why they couldn't do it, because it just makes sense that you would be able to. That's the way everything else in Dabble works. I think there was a little more background coding that had to go in to make where that, and I'm pointing to the screen like you can see it, that would make this and this line up. But now it operates just like you think that it should. And it's just super simple to rearrange. And, as always, you click on a plot card and you can put a title there and see. Even with this, I don't use it right. I didn't do the title. I just make enough of a note there that kind of triggers my thought for that scene, what I had envisioned for that scene. And you can you can open it up, make it as big as you need to if I click in the right place. You can add labels for those. It's super handy. And you can just fill out, and it just expands to make it as big as you want it to be. So yeah, that's are you noticing anything new about the plot grid or the way that you use the plot grid, Abby?
Not really. But to be fair,
Yeah.
I was already writing a book that I had filled out the plot grid for before I started. But I have to say, I like the overall look and feel of it.
Yeah.
Better. It does, being able to move stuff around. I haven't done too much of that just yet. But I like that you can add a chapter from within it without having to go back, scroll up, go to your book actions, add a chapter. Like, it's easier to just do what you need to do inside the grid. And so that, I think, has been really the add a chapter piece was the biggest thing for me. And so, and you're welcome, you guys, because I actually shared my screen with Ryan and I was like, no. Do it like this. But Hank, put in Slack what email address are you using this account for, so I can share a beta reader copy?
This one, Hank Garner at my main one.
All right.
I almost just blurted it out there.
Hold on. I got it. I'm going to send, I want to share because I want to show everybody, let me do present. I want to show everybody what this looks like, how you set it up. And I have your emails off screen. So hold on.
Bloop, bloop.
Is that me? Am I up? Okay, I'm up. So when you do the button up here, you can kind of see it. It's grayed out, review copies. And you say invite beta readers. Okay. Now remember, beta readers and friends can leave comments, but they can't make track changes. So by default, this is clicked and you're sharing the whole book. But let's say I really just want to share chapter 1 with Hank. Okay. So, and actually chapter 1 here is the prologue. I haven't gone into to change that yet. Now in the new Dabble, in Dabble 3, you can make a prologue without having to do any fancy footwork. I just haven't done that yet because this is a project I haven't written on in many months. So let me, okay. I'm going to briefly stop sharing while I invite you. Create a review copy. All right, here we go. Present again. Man, I'm kind of a ding dong with this presenting thing. All right, there we go. So I have now shared chapter 1 with you, Hank. So
Okay.
I don't know why I shared again. You share. Go back to your projects and show them what it looks like when you are the receiving end of a beta reader copy.
Bloop.
Do you have to accept it in your email?
Well, that's what I had my email open and I haven't gotten anything yet.
Oh, was it your Dabble email or was it your
No,
other email?
my other one.
Okay. Well, then hang on. I shared it with the wrong person.
Oh, well, that would be why.
Let me do it again. I'm like, everyone continue. Let me
Everyone talk amongst yourselves.
What was it like? I'm feeling verklempt. Here's a subject discussed.
Verklempt doesn't get used enough.
I know. I'm gonna work that into a few more sentences today.
I think you should.
Okay.
I think my goal is to prompt Brooke to use it unawares by the end of the day. Okay, there we go. Abby Matthews has invited you to share a project in Dabble. Let's see, accept invitation. And
do you have to refresh?
Well, I have to let me share my other screen here for a second, just so I can show what this looks like. Let me remove that and share. Stop screen. Let me share. I had it in a different browser. Boop, 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 boop. So you get this branch invitation. Abby Matthews has invited you to be a beta reader on their Briar Compass Sings branch of their untitled project.
And if you don't have Dabble, you're just going to be prompted to sign up for a free account. Not a big deal. And then you're in, you can read.
And then boom.
So there we go. And you can highlight, make a comment, just leave me a silly comment so that
fingers on the home row keys, Hank. Turn off caps lock.
What? I don't know why that's crossed out, by the way. I don't know what I'm doing there.
And then boom.
Ta-da! And then when you share it back.
Nothing. I was just saying, if you mouse over that, does it can you hide these on your screen? Can you make that comment go away, or is it just always hover?
I think you can close out the comments. Let me see. Up there at the top, that X button. I just realized I was using my cursor to try and control your screen, and that does not work.
Me too.
Oops.
Yeah. Also, if you guys didn't just notice, I had the little green down arrow that popped up here. That means there's an update to Dabble. And if you click that, it reloads whatever the new fresh updates that have been pushed down. So if in your browser, if you ever see the green arrow up there, click it, because that means new stuff or new fixes or whatever is coming down the pipe to you. I think we just take for granted that people just understand that's what that arrow means, and just thought it was a good opportunity to just point that out.
I didn't know what it meant. Do you know how many times I have said something to Ryan and he's been like, push the green arrow. So, all right, you want me to share? I can share now and show you guys that indeed, see, Hank's comment has shown up in the branch that I shared with him. Boom. So there you go. You can see everybody's comments. Now, just as a heads up, if you share with an editor, the editor has the ability to either keep their comments private until they're finished or continue to share with you. And that was some feedback that we got from professional editors, is that oftentimes that's one of the reasons why they don't like to work in Google Docs. And if you share a Google Doc with an editor, oftentimes they will make a copy so they can go through, read, and make comments without you going along behind them and changing things before they
Right.
even get their full ideas out of their head. And so, depending on how your editor works, if it's a book coach and say they want you to be able to see what they're doing in real time, they will leave that toggled on so that you have the ability to see it. Otherwise, the editor can toggle it off. They can do their thing, and then they can send it back to you when they're ready.
Right.
So,
Right.
ooh, look what Rosalinda says. Oh my gosh, you guys thought of everything. We tried. And I mean, there are so many things that we have that we still want to do, but just won't. Like the timelines. You know, we saw somebody mentioned, do you have a timeline thing? We've had people request timelines for a while now. So that's,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that's
That,
on our list, but
and the feature request, we 100% pay attention to features that people request, and that's where our new Dabble features generally come from. Is we have an idea we want to do. Are other people asking for this idea? If so, let's look at what they're asking for. Maybe we can get our ideas in line with what people are looking for, and we can make a better product for everybody.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the great thing is everyone on the team, including Brooke now,
Yeah, because she's
are
got
all writers.
742 books to, and she's only got 6 months. I mean, we're in the second half of this year for her to get 786 books written.
She's got to start cranking them out, man.
She's got to get after it, Brooke. What are you even doing?
That's like a couple a day you need to be finishing, not to feel any pressure.
Nope. Oh, Brooke.
Oh.
God love you, Brooke. Oh, she's waiting on Abby.
No,
Okay.
Abby is waiting on her. That's how this works.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Yep.
TW, what do you mean? When will the data go across? Do you know that? Do you understand that question, Hank? I'm not.
Are you asking when this will flip to live? Is that the question?
We'll wait and see what she says.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Inquiring minds want to know.
yeah, we will answer it if we know how.
If we know how.
Yes. So
yes.
Next week.
Next week. Should we give our tentative times? Because we do have a tentative time. Do you think it's safe to say?
I mean, go ahead. Like,
if I remember right, it was 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Mountain, 6 a.m. Pacific. And then if you're outside the US, factor, accordingly.
TW is a pro at factoring the conversions.
Yeah, that was the last I heard, was that we were going to do, because it was 8:00 my time. I'm in Central Time. And yeah, and so you'll get, if you're in Dabble 2.5, you'll get the green arrow at the top. And when you see that blinking, you click it, and boom, Dabble 3 is just.
You may have to log out, log back in. I know that was a
may have to log out, log back in. You might have to do that. The data is already syncing between 2.5 and 3. So anything that you're currently writing in Dabble 2.5 is automatically syncing to the 3.0 database. So when it goes live, everything you're working on, even if you're mid-sentence, when you stop that sentence and either update or log out and log back in, everything you just typed just a minute ago will be there ready for you in 3.0.
All right. So Eileen's got the question of the day, and I don't recall where we landed on this, because I know there was talk that maybe we wouldn't support the app, then we would support the app. You can make a desktop shortcut, but I believe we had too much disappointment if we didn't. do something with the app? Do you?
If I remember right, Alicia said that the standalone desktop app is supported in 3.0.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that will be an automatic update. We will get an answer to you, and we will post it in the community before the end of the week.
Oh,
We'll send Alicia a message in just a second, and
I
get
know
that.
DHS is on beta, so
Yeah. So I'll
gotta work
get you a
it.
definitive answer, and keep checking Dabble U. We'll make sure that whatever process you're using, you're able to get right up to speed. It shouldn't. But you're going to be hearing from us a lot this week. We're doing this live show right now. Abby and I worked on a bunch of social media videos for every day this coming week. You had 2 videos today, Abby, I believe, and
Oh, I think
I
so.
have.
Yeah.
I haven't even looked today, and then I have 2 going out tomorrow, and back and forth. Doug has a sneak peek video for each day this week.
Which, by the way, if everyone would like to go to the sneak peek video, we would love the engagement because it's a premiere and I know all the clicking. My little tool is broken. Let me see if I can get that link for everyone real fast. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I'm in the wrong post. Here we go.
Doggone it, Abby.
Here we go. Copy link. Copy link address. I have so many windows open.
Same.
Funny.
Same.
There we go. So that wraps it up. We should let everybody go so they have time to click over to
Yes.
help us out. Give us the big thumbs up. Heart it a whole bunch of times. Leave some comments. Doug is the face of the next video. So if you're sick of looking at us, have we got a treat for you?
Thanks for joining us, guys. And we're so excited for you to try it because we're huge fans of Dabble. That's why we're all here. And we know you are too. So thanks.
Bye, everybody.